Hi, I'm Gary Goff, head football coach of Valdosta State University. We're going to talk about the air raid offense in these next series of tapes we're going to film here. But first, I want to share with you a little bit about my history and how I got to play and then coach in the air raid offense. So I was a player here in the early 90s at Valdosta State. Very fortunate to play slot receiver in this offense for some very popular and well-known coaches who have changed the landscape of college and high school football. Those coaches were Hal Mumme, Mike Leach, and Dana Holgorsen, all which have had very, very good success in coaching this air raid offense. In the early 90s, Hal Mumme, was kind of becoming an innovator as far as running the spread offense and utilizing players like myself, might not have been the biggest or fastest, to play in space and really level out the playing field against some superior opponents. Okay, so I was fortunate to play for him at Valdosta State for 4 years. After Valdosta State, I got into high school coaching. Okay, and I was a high school coach up in North Georgia for 3 years. Started my high school career at Cherokee High School, which is where I played high school football, and then went to Woodstock High School. So enjoyed high school coaching, really thought I was going to be a high school coach for the rest of my career and loved every second of it before a door opened and I got a chance to go to Iowa Wesleyan. Okay, Brett Holgorsen, who was Dana Holgorsen's brother, got the head coaching job there at Iowa Wesleyan, and I was up there for a year. He needed a young coach that didn't have to pay very well to run the offense. So me and my wife packed our bags and moved up there for a year. And we were very fortunate to have learned a lot up there under Brett Holgorsen and being a first-time coordinator and really a first-time collegiate coach. Was there for 1 year and then got back with Hal Mumme at Southeastern Louisiana. So we spent 2 great seasons at Southeastern Louisiana where we brought back football. They hadn't had football for 18 years. Me and his son Matt Mumme were co-coordinators there. Had great success there. Went on to New Mexico State, which was a very difficult job at the time. We were out there for 4 years, 4 seasons, and we had some of the top offenses in the country. I think we had number 3 offense in the nation in 2005. Didn't lead to quite as many wins as we like out there, but again, had a great experience out there, co-coordinated again with Matt Mumme there. After New Mexico State, I was very fortunate to go off to Princeton. Okay, I was hired there at Princeton to be the passing game coordinator, and there is where I learned a lot about the air raid offense, maybe gelling with the spread option is what we were running there. We'll get into some of that later about how you can practice the air raid and might not be able to practice two different offenses together like we were trying there. But had a great experience there, coach at Princeton University. From there, got back into West Virginia Wesleyan, was a D2 coordinator there for a year. Had great success there, which then led me to being a head coach at Tiffin University. Was at Tiffin University for 8 years, took over a program that had really never won before. We flipped that program, which took us a while. But by the time we left there, we were nationally ranked, had some of the best offenses in the country, which led me all the way back to Valdosta State. Been here going on my 3rd year here. More of the story is, I started off at high school and was very excited to be there and thankful and thought I was going to do that for the rest of my career, and doors continue to open. And they have opened all the way to 23 years later, finding myself here back at Valdosta State. So Valdosta State's kind of where a lot of this air raid started. We're still running the same system here. I have played in the air raid. I have coached in the air raid. I have had very small stints of coaching in a system that's outside of the air raid. Pretty much the air raid is the only thing I know how to do. And in these tapes, we're going to talk about the air raid offense and some of our staple plays that we utilize in the offense throughout the years.